a golf cart built with truck parts. You've got to see this thing.
GolfCartingTV is your inside source for the coolest upgrades, mods, and accessories to take your trusty golf cart from drab to fab.
Hey, and welcome back to Golf Karting TV. My name is Matt with Converted Carts. Glad to have you back here today. This thing is unreal. It stands at the base 5 feet off the ground. So I can't wait to show you this cart today. Chris from down in Troy, Ohio, has got an amazing beast of a cart. First, just want to say thanks to our sponsor, Bolt Energy. Bolt is a maker of high-quality lithium golf cart batteries, and you've got to experience this power behind these lithium batteries from Bolt. BoltEnergyUSA.com. So I'm going to take you out to Troy, Ohio with Chris Cavanaugh. He has got a 2007 cart that he has completely built from the ground up, and you are not going to believe what you see whenever we get there. So let's jump in and take a look. Hey, so we've got Chris with us today. He is, I believe, in Troy, Ohio. But Chris, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about this cart, and then we'll take a closer look. I'm excited to see this beast of a cart you've got here.
Alrighty. My name's Chris Cavanaugh. I'm from Troy, Ohio, born and raised here. This thing originally started as a marketplace golf cart. It was a 2007 Fairplay 6-seater, and did a little bit of work to it.
A little bit, yeah. So when you said when we talked a little bit before, you said it was about 7 weeks. So how, if it took that long to build it, when did you start it, and like, have you had it for a while, or what's the story there?
I bought it originally back in November, and I wasn't able to get started on it because I got sick until about the middle of January, and then started on it. Took me about 7 weeks, and I had it running and ready to go for the Rednecks with Paychecks event in Texas in the middle of March.
Oh, gotcha. That's awesome. Awesome. Love the name of that. That's pretty sweet.
It was a pretty good event.
Very cool. Yeah, that's fun. Awesome. So, Chris, this is a pretty sweet golf cart. Why don't you tell us some of the details of what you've done here?
Alrighty. It's still got the original golf cart frame under there. I just built a custom frame underneath of it. It's all 1-inch Schedule 40 pipe. And the axles are Toyota transfer case. Everything's out of an 85 Toyota pickup. Tranny transfer case axles. It's got the 420cc Predator engine and a little bit of gear reduction. I don't know if you can really see it in there.
Yeah, that's great. That's amazing. Yeah. And you've done all this stuff yourself. You said you do some fabricating yourself, so all the welding and everything you did?
Yeah, I'm actually retired from the pipeline now and back home working. Got the airbags off of a tag axle of a dump truck. It's got its own air ride system, compressor, tanks. There's 4 switches for each bag, so it can do the side to side and front to back leaning and all that stuff.
Awesome.
Got 24 by 12-inch wheels with 46-inch tractor tires. It's got 4 semi batteries in there that help take care of all the extras and the lights and train horn, all that fun stuff.
That's insane, man. So what made you do this? Like, what was the inspiration?
I go to a bunch of the Trucks Going Wild events and off-roading events and stuff like that, and I was really wanting a swamp buggy, but being in Ohio, there's really nowhere to use one around here, so I just made like my own little swamp buggy, I guess.
That is awesome. Can you give us a little bit of close-up and tell us a little bit more about what you've got underneath there, that whole frame that you built out?
Yeah, all 4 linked, front and rear.
That is awesome.
Don't have the front drive shaft in yet. If it's all the way aired down, I can put the front shaft in. But when I air it up, it pulls it out of the splines. It's got too much travel in it.
Got it.
I've had it up to right at 30 mile an hour. I'm not brave enough to drive it any faster than that.
Does it get pretty wobbly at that point?
It's actually not that bad, but that fast, being roughly 8-9 foot in the air with no seat belts, no roll cage, no any kind of safety features yet.
Right.
A little leery.
Yeah,
It's got full
totally.
steering. It's actually off of a boat.
I'm amazed. I'm not a technical guy, so when I see this kind of stuff, this is just, it blows me away. What do you got there on the front? This whole looks like the push bar brush guard kind of thing. What'd you got there?
Yeah, it's actually a Rocky Ridge push bar I pulled off of my truck because I didn't like it on my truck, and it's been sitting on a shelf for a few years, and I decided to throw it on there.
That's awesome. And you said there's a train horn in there somewhere?
Yep. It's got a 3-trumpet, 150 decibel train horn.
So they can hear you coming for sure.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to miss this one.
That is fantastic. What kind of shocks and stuff do you have on it?
They're all Skyjacker 8-inch lift shocks for a Toyota. So I fabbed up the mounts and everything to make them work.
So if I was technical and you were talking to a guy who knows as much as you do, how would you describe this to them? Like what you've done in the technical sense?
Pretty much just took a bunch of random parts that was laying around and made them all work.
That's fantastic.
Bunch of go-kart
I mean,
parts.
there are go-kart parts too?
Yeah, the brake is actually more like a trans brake. Kind of hard to see in there. But it actually brakes from the transmission. I don't have any brakes going to the actual wheels themselves.
Okay.
And it's a 5-speed. It's got high and low with the transfer case and everything.
And you said it's like a 5-speed. It's got multiple gears and everything.
Yeah, it's got it's the 5-speed transmission, manual transmission out of the '85 Toyota, and it's got the high and low with the transfer case, so I can drop it down and low when I'm wanting to play in the mud and climb hills and stuff like that.
That is cool. Any plans for what you want to add to it, or something coming in the future, or do you think you're done, or what's the next step here?
It's going to be tore down come wintertime. I'm going to have all of the underneath powder coated because it's all just bare metal right now.
Nice. Okay.
Trying to get it ready for the show. So, but I'm going to get it powder coated. I got a guy that's going to do a vinyl wrap on the body. It's going to be like a pearlescent white with a blue metallic.
Nice.
I got a bunch of lights that I'm going to wrap around the top up there, and just a bunch of.
So you've got some whips on the back there. Is that Sound Extreme? Is that Sound Extreme whips?
It's they're 6 foot tall whips. I ordered them off. I remember exactly. I think they're something like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. We'll have to have you back or do a little update once you have it redone to see the transformation. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, she's still a work in progress.
Yeah, that is fun, man. So do you have property out there that you drive this thing around, or is there somewhere you go, or where do you use it?
Yeah, I got 13 acres out here, and I got a bunch of buddies that own land down by the river, and I take it to all the events all over the place, the big off-road events where they got 1,200, 1,500 acres to go play at. I'm actually going Walpock Tug Fest tomorrow morning. I'll be there all weekend with it.
Okay. Where is that?
It's in Wapakoneta, Ohio.
Well
It's a big,
documented. Okay.
big truck fest, truck pulls, dirt drags, all kinds of stuff like that. The show and shine.
Got it. Awesome, Chris. That is, I mean, I say this a lot that I've never seen something like this, but this is this is true. I have never seen something like this. That is a fantastic job you've done, and certainly creative. So I really appreciate you coming on the show with us today.
Appreciate you having me on there, bud.
Awesome. Well, like I said, hopefully we'll see some of the upgrades and stuff that you add to it in the future, and we'll maybe get you back on the show sometime. That'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely got lots of more little things to put on it.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, bud.
Well, I probably say this more than I should when I say that I've never seen something like this, or this is the most amazing thing I've seen. But I'll say it again. This is that cart is literally custom 1000%, and to see the ingenuity behind that and what he's able to do and has done with that cart over just a 7-week period. In his mind, it seemed like it took a long time, but my mind, that was a pretty quick build to be able to do all that stuff, all the details behind it, the air ride stuff, the truck engine. And I mean, like I said, I'm not the technical guy, but this was quite impressive. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Also hope that you'll like and subscribe and share this video with people that you know, and put it all out there. We'd love to see you back here next week, Wednesday at noon. We drop a new episode. See you then.